Alrighty, working on parent functions, linear parent functions. We are going to determine if the slope of the lines, if they are steeper, less steep, or the same when compared to the parent function. So I have these four functions, these linear equations to graph. I'm going to compare them to my parent function, y equals x. So I slipped over here to my friend Desmos graphing calculator, and typing in each one. So working with the first function, y equals 2x minus 3. That's in blue. That's this line in blue. Now my parent function, I plotted out. It's here in black. That's my basic parent function, no frills, no changes in slope or y-intercept. Goes up 1 over 1 and crosses here. Now when I compare it to my first function, here in blue, y equals 2x minus 3, notice how my line compares. If I'm climbing, if this were a mountain for my parent function, it's kind of steep, but compare it to the blue line. If I had to climb the blue line, that would be more steep. So our answer for the first one would be that the blue line, y equals 2x minus 3, is steeper than my parent function. Now let's go and compare this one. Y equals a negative 1/4 x plus 3. When I graph that one, it comes up as green. So now compare that green line to my parent function black. Would you say that the green line is steeper or kind of falling down? I agree. It looks like the green line would be falling down, definitely less steep than compared to my black line, the parent function. Now moving on to the third, how would I compare that one? Y equals a negative 7/3 x. Well, notice 7/3, if I were to simplify that or write it as a mixed fraction, that's a negative 2 1/3. 2 is much, much greater than a slope of 1. In this case, it's falling down. So let's look at that one, the purple line. So here I have my purple line, and it's falling down at a pretty good rate. I would say comparatively, it is much steeper in its falling down way than my parent function. And finally, y equals 2/3 plus 6. So m on this one, 2/3. 2/3. How did that compare on my graph? That line is red. Here's my red line. Comparing it to my parent function, I don't think it's as steep at all. So less steep. So with that in mind, I want you to think about how, notice that when the m's, the slope is greater than 1, they're steeper. And if the m's are less than 1, it's less steep. So that's what slope can do, not only just a positive or a negative, but the magnitude of it. If it's greater than 1 or less than 1, can have a huge impact on the behavior of the line, as you can see. See you later.